Hello guys, welcome to the stream. Uh, sorry about the wait. First of all, just doing a few last adjustments because it's been a little while. I'm just like so stressed out. Okay, yeah, there, and we got infinite. Beautiful. Okay,
How we
let's
doing, chat?
make this a little bit smaller. Let's put it more in the middle. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so today we're gonna react to the Cyberpunk Night City Wire episode 2. We haven't seen it yet. Infinite actually waited for me today. So first of all, Infinite, thanks for coming. I saw you were, yeah, you were like yesterday, hey, I want to join. So I'm like, okay. So how are we going to do this? Do you have the video up yourself? The same one. I'm gonna put it in the description for everyone. I'll just say we'll press play at the same moment because otherwise it's gonna be a little bit different. Or how do you want to do this? Do you want to watch it on YouTube itself, on my stream?
I'll watch it on the stream. That's fine. It's only
Okay,
a few seconds away. No big deal.
I'll do the same. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Just gonna be a little bit weird for me because I'm watching it 2 times, like the sound.
Yeah, just watch on yours. It's only a couple seconds delay. It's fine.
Yeah, it's like 2-second delay. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's start. Okay, so we'll pause after each section with the intro. So we have an intro, then we have the laugh parts, then we have the Dev Inside live parts, then we have the samurai. We'll go after each section. I'll pause it and then we'll go to the next. So it seems a different one.
Sounds good.
Okay, beautiful. Let's start. Let's start. There we go.
You don't believe in no fate. Every day digging the grave. Stepping up here with the stakes. City of dreams, city of.
Oh, hold on. Before we continue, I can actually hear your speaker or something.
All right, I'll play it on my. Go ahead. You won't hear it now.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Night City Wire. This is the show from us at CD Projekt Red, where we talk about all things Cyberpunk 2077. In today's episode, we're going to be deep diving into Life Pass and showing you a brand new gameplay video, as well as having a chat to Philip from our quest team. Then
Okay, hold on. I'm very like, how do I change the subtitles? It's in Arabic at the moment. Hold on, let me search a new video because I cannot watch it in this. Nightwire City EP 2 English. So weird. Okay, it's 1 day. That should be better, right? Okay.
No problem.
Every day digging the grave. Stepping up here with the stakes. City of dreams, city of.
hello and welcome to episode 2 of Night City Wire. This is the show from us at CD Projekt Red, where we talk about all things Cyberpunk 2077. In today's episode, we're going to be deep diving into Life Pass and showing you a brand new gameplay video, as well as having a chat to Philip from our quest team. Then we're going behind the scenes and taking a look at how Refused to bringing the band Samurai to life. And then we're showing you another new gameplay video and having a chat to Pavel, our senior gameplay designer, about just some of the tools of destruction that will be at your disposal in Night City. So let's get started. Street Kid, Nomad, or Corpo? Which will you pick first?
Okay, so that's the first part. We got the intro. So, did you already know about that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you've seen like the 5-hour gameplays from different guys, like.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah, for me it's the same deal. So there's actually nothing to say at this moment, right? Maybe it's the same stuff we already know. We'll see.
love here. Grew up in Haywood. Whole street was my family. Your roots.
Born here, live here, die here.
Childhood memories. Hopping buildings, running away from badges. Iron tasted blood from a split lip. Motherfucker. Got everybody fighting for a slice of the street.
Get the fuck out of Vista.
If you keep getting jumped, you find some stronger choopers.
Do you want to spend the rest of your days blasting scabs? Or become a legend overnight?
We have arrived. The Major.
Ready to get your cherry bobbed? Yeah, come on.
My childhood? Let's see. Racing my bobber for the first time through the hills. Oh, and first kiss in the middle of a synth cornfield.
We nomads choose who to make our family. And choice forges strong bonds and a higher duty that stands solid as an old oak.
My family's in pieces. That's why I'm headed for Night City.
Makes you an outcast among outcasts.
Miss this, you know? Camaraderie.
I know. I saw it in your heart the first time we met. Know what I always liked about nomads? Your taste, no, hunger for freedom. Not easy to come by in Night City. Corp's got their grubby claws and everything.
I have those reports you asked for.
They were supposed to be ready yesterday.
The world's going to tear us apart when the word gets around.
The world's never going to find out.
If I go down, you're going down with me. No! I'm not fucking joking.
This isn't a request, V.
But no way you're fucked, right?
You're the one who fixes other people's shit.
If you work in Arasaka counter intel, you're always fucked.
Today, they got you to zero somebody. Tomorrow, they'll get somebody else to zero you.
What's the rules, Jack? Want to be top? Gotta have some skin in the game.
Yeah, but you're not on top. Saburo Arasaka is. And you're the pendejo who keeps him there. Work for yourself, live for yourself. That's the only way.
Okay, so at this moment, I already know this. I already know there were 3 different paths. That's like the starter missions. I don't think if they go over to the real game like afterwards. What do you think?
I think they all, from my understanding, the mission branches will be different in the beginning, but they all ultimately will be into the same game. But do you know which one you're going to pick to start out with? Because depending on which you start with depends on how your favorability towards the other 2 factions are. You can only go so far on the other 2.
I'm gonna go
2
Corpo,
months.
man.
Are you?
Yeah.
That was between Nomad or Street Kid.
Yeah.
Not
I'll
too
probably
sure which
check
one.
out all 3 anyway before I really make up my mind. So I'll probably check out all 3 starter missions to get a feel for different ones, and then after that I'll make up my mind and go for the ones I really want. So I'll make
That's a
3
good idea.
different saves for the first one, because I do think like Corpo seems cool, but now I've seen a little bit more about the others, and I'm like, they also look like really nice. So, oh my god. So yeah, I'm actually thinking like, should I? Yeah. I'm just I'm more for that corporate life, man. on the first thing. But when I see this, it's very interesting. There's a little bit more detail about the different paths. But yeah. Let's continue.
What?
Philip, it is so good to see you again. It's actually been a while since I've had a chance to interview you about cyberpunk. So I think for today, we'll start with a question that everybody wants to know. How does the path you pick affect your time in Night City?
It actually affects your time quite a lot throughout the whole game, but let's start at the beginning, because basically our game has 3 different starts depending on your life path. As an example, if you choose the street kid life path, you have lived most of your time in Night City. You know the streets, you know the gangs, you know the slang, you kind of know what's going on in the, let's say, lower life aspects of the city, which can of course give you lots of good opportunities also later on in the game. But if you start as a nomad, you actually used to be part of a nomad clan and a nomad family, because nomads that roam the deserts around Night City that we call the Badlands actually value their family above anything. But for one reason or another, you actually left that family behind, and now the beginning of the game for you will actually be how to get into Night City and how to make a new life there. Then you can also choose to actually be a corpo and choose the corporate life path. And that basically means that you're not at home in the streets of Night City or in the deserts of the Badlands, but actually inside the boardroom, because you rose the corporate ladder of the Arasaka Corporation, which basically gives you the ability to sometimes, read between the lines, read people when they're trying to do business, which of course can give you many nice opportunities later on.
So this isn't just about the start of the game. Can you maybe help people understand how this translates into the gameplay?
Yeah. So the thing is, we make Cyberpunk a real RPG, and part of that is that you can play your character from the start to the end. And of course, we have these life paths affecting the beginning of the game, but we wanted to make it so you have your life path opportunities throughout the whole game until the game is over. And as an example, we do that by giving you additional options in dialogues. So I can give you one specific example. And this is a mission where you have to steal a flathead robot from the Maelstrom gang. Basically, those Maelstromers stole that flathead before from a corporate transport. And the owner of that corporate transport, Meredith Stout, wants you to do something else. And this is an optional objective. And even within that objective, we want to give you some options. So as an example, if you have a corporate life path, you basically know what Meredith Stout is really about. You can read between the lines, and you can get some additional options that maybe actually later enable you to do a completely different thing with the Maelstrom gang. And if you're a nomad, you know exactly some more details about how these Maelstromers would have even been able to steal a robot like that from Meredith Stout, who's part of the very powerful Militech Corporation. As a street kid, we, as an example, don't give you a specific new dialogue option in that dialogue, because as a street kid, you do not have a lot of experience dealing with higher up people like Meredith Stout. But we want to give you additional options that fit your life path very well. So later, when you actually talk to the Maelstrom gang, one member of the gang offers you some illegal substance, but as a street kid, you actually know what this is about. You can talk some shop with him, and that might actually make that character like you a little bit more.
So Philip, I do have a couple of extra questions for you based on the video we just saw. And the first is about nomads. So the nomad life path, this starts in a place called the Badlands. Is this somewhere you get to visit even if you don't pick nomad to start with?
Yes, absolutely. So the thing is, Night City is surrounded by this huge landscape that we call the Badlands. And you can go there whenever you want. So as an example, if you actually do play the nomad life path at the start and you are in the Badlands, you can even see Night City on the horizon. And we want to give you the option later in the game, if you want, you can just take your car and drive out of the city. You can go there whenever you want. The thing is, you might not want to, because the Badlands can be a pretty dangerous place at first, because time has not been very kind to the Badlands. There have been many wars in the past. There's global warming. So most people that do live out there don't really have another choice about it, or are nomads that love this life and are all about it and are very battle-hardened. We, of course, also want to tell their stories, because we want to tell many, many different stories throughout the cyberpunk genre, which means that you will also find missions that lead you out in the Badlands or where you deal with the people living there.
So Philip, can you tell us a little bit more about the character Padre? He's the guy we see giving his business card to Street Kid V in the video. Who is this man?
Yeah, so Padre is actually one of the fixers in Night City. And fixers are people that work as intermediaries. So if someone who has a lot of money needs a problem solved, they go to a fixer. And a fixer then finds people who can solve that problem. And these people are people like you, the cyberpunks. Fixers are very territorial, so Padre specifically works from Haywood, which is where you as a street kid grew up in, so you already know him. You might have already seen another one of our fixers, who is called Dexter Deshawn, and he works in a different part of the city. So specifically Padre, you might know him as a street kid, but even if you played other life paths, you might sooner or later meet him because he's operating in Haywood, which is a pretty big place with many good jobs. So if you want to make some cash there, you will sooner or later deal with Padre.
Philip, thank you so much for joining us. Now on my first playthrough, pretty sure I'm going to be picking Nomad, but for those watching, we would love to know what you'll be picking. So have a think about it and send us a tweet. Don't forget that later in this episode, we're going to be showing you another new gameplay video and having a chat to Pavel, our senior gameplay designer, about just some of the tools of destruction that will be at your disposal in Night City. But before that, let's talk about music, because music plays a huge part in bringing Night City to life. Now, in future episodes, we're going to talk about things like radio stations and even the original
Technically
score.
4.
But today,
Marion.
we're going to take a look behind the scenes at how Refused to bringing Johnny Silverhand's band, Samurai, to life.
Okay. That's a lot more about those 3 paths, I would say. So it is integral to the whole game. So you actually have to play all 3 paths if you want to know everything in the game, because it's gonna make the game different for you.
Yeah, to an extent, I see. Like, you know, depending on what dialogue choices you get and how further you get in those, maybe there might be an extended mission if you're a corporate guy to get something more than if you were another version of maybe being nomads or something.
Yeah, by the
But I
way,
think we were
Marion-
offered to her.
Huh? What?
I said that we were pretty much already aware about the different paths that each one was going to take you.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, sounds so interesting. It's like 15 minutes longer. Let's just watch the whole thing and then we'll discuss everything. We
Alright.
can. I think they're just sorry about that. We're not talking while watching. I'm just focusing everything, like taking it in, so I can talk about it afterwards. See how I'm gonna do it. So
I wouldn't write these lyrics for myself. So it's kind of interesting to get into like the mindset.
I'm probably not gonna go about music.
What's their agenda?
Because yeah, that's gonna be a little bit bad. Sorry. I'm not gonna go for the music, guys. It just I don't want to have a whole section of the video just cut out, you know.
AV, I have a job for you. A client of mine is making an arms deal. He needs protection. It could get hot, very hot. The gun dealers are Maelstrom. Alas, nothing ever transpires as planned with them. You better gear up for this.
Ooh. Oh.
So V, are you willing?
Yeah, I'm in.
Hell yeah. Okay. Wow.
Pavel, thank you so much for joining me. Now, there was an awful lot in that video, right? Because there's more than just guns.
Absolutely. We have melee weapons, we have ranged weapons, we have cyberware, we have offensive cyberware, defensive cyberware, armor. We could talk for hours and hours about this stuff.
I think just for today's episode, we should keep it simple and let's just talk about guns. Can you tell us the different types of guns that will be in the game?
So we have 3 distinct types of guns in our game. We have power weapons, we have tech weapons, and we have smart weapons. Now, power weapons are the most similar to contemporary weapons. One thing they can do, which normal weapons cannot, is ricochet bullets off of surfaces. So you can hit somebody hiding behind cover or hiding behind a wall. Now, tech weapons, on the other hand, use electromagnetic power to propel a fully metal projectile to extreme velocities. What that allows them to do is to punch through cover or punch through walls to hit somebody who's not even aware that you're there. Smart weapons use guided missile technology to actually track targets in real time. So you can hit somebody who's dodging, running away from you, or you can hit somebody who's hiding behind cover.
So Pavel, Cyberpunk doesn't just contain FPS elements, right? It's also a fully fledged RPG. So can you tell us how you guys approached introducing those RPG elements into gunplay?
So I can tell you one thing, Holly, it wasn't easy to merge those 2 elements together. Now, we've spent a considerable amount of time merging the RPG and FPP side of our game. What the player will experience is that V changes from a small-time mercenary to a legend in the world of Night City. V becomes more and more proficient in using weapons as the game progresses. So they will see that reload times become shorter, the accuracy of your weapons grows, you will have faster aiming time, you will move faster with your weapons. Everything becomes more in your control, and that gives you more opportunities to defeat the biggest encounters that we've designed for you.
So I have prepared a few extra questions for you, Pavel, if you're feeling up to it.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay, well the first is going to be, how do you find more weapons in Night City? Like, where will players be looking for them?
Shit.
So I expect the players to look everywhere for new and exciting weapons.
Hell yeah.
You can of course buy weapons at vendor shops, and they will house an entire catalog of weaponry that you can get. However, the best weapons that you can find will be taken from enemies or loot caches that we have everywhere in Night City. The weapons rarities range from common through uncommon up to rare and then legendary. And as they go in rarity, they actually climb in power. However, legendary weapons are very specific in such a way that they possess unique abilities that you will find on no other weapons in the game. The players will actually need to make some tough choices to find some legendary weapons, because maybe they need to choose whether to kill a person who holds the legendary weapons that they want, or to spare them because they like them as a character.
So next question,
Kill.
Let's talk about
Kill.
weapon modifications. What mods can people give to their weapons in Night City?
So we have 2 types of modifications in the game. One of them would be modifications that we call attachments. So these would be scopes and silencers, and you can see them actually being attached to your weapon as you're playing the game. They
like
give you statistics advantage, and they give you more opportunities in gameplay. The other part of mods would be software mods. Now these are basically small chips that you install in your weapon, and they actually change the statistics of the gun. They can give you damage, they can give you accuracy, or they can give you more fire rate. Some of those mods actually change the gunplay on a more fundamental level, so they can give you non-lethal rounds, biochemical rounds, to tear through that armor even faster.
So I suppose for my final question, why don't you tell us about your favorite weapon then? Which is your favorite weapon so far in Night City?
Oh, there are so many weapons that it's hard to choose just one. But I can mention some manufacturers with their weapons that I absolutely adore. The first manufacturer would be Tsunami Defense Systems, who produces the sniper rifle Nekomata. That's a tech sniper rifle. That means that it can pierce through walls. So it can actually hit somebody who's hiding behind cover or who doesn't even know you're there. Of course, I also like a close quarters approach. And what that needs is a shotgun. One of the shotguns that we have in the game is Budget Arms Carnage. Now that thing is cast from pure steel and it weighs a ton. However, you can cut a person clean in half with it. Another shotgun that I absolutely love, it's for a more refined approach, I would say, is a smart shotgun, Kang Tao Zhuo. That thing has 8 barrels, and that means it can track 8 targets independently. Now, killing an entire room was never simpler.
Pavel, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
I'm actually pretty interested to see what kind of weapons people discover when they play Cyberpunk for themselves. Before we end episode 2, this is a reminder that those who wish to dive deeper into the lore can now pick up The World of Cyberpunk 2077. This is a brand new book created in collaboration with Dark Horse Books that will give you
No, okay, let's stop this. I don't wanna. Okay, so yeah, pretty amazing episode. Wow.
Absolutely. Sweet to the point.
Holy shit, those weapons, man.
To wet your whistle over.
Let me go back. Yeah, this is like the main crux of the weapon, right? And then we got like the rock as well that I can't show because of the game. Yeah. Okay. That's insane. Just hold on. Let's just pause when we see more weapons, right? Tools of destruction. Okay, yada yada. Yes, yes, yes. Pistol. Do we see sniper over there? Yeah, just look at these weapons. The Satara, the Achilles, the Quasar. Don't know anything about this. Look all very different, which I really like. I think there's not gonna be one weapon that's gonna be the same like the other. Because of different attachments you can have and stuff. So I think there's gonna be a lot of variety in there. At first glance, right?
Yeah. It looks like to me. You're absolutely right.
Holy shit, man. Like electricity with your guns? Oh my damn. Then with the power weapons.
Yeah, them close quarter shotguns looks phenomenal.
So we got attachment, weapon mod, straw balls, which we haven't seen yet. Power weapons, smart weapons, melee weapons, and cyberware. So just go into the... Oh, damn. We got a normal pistol. We got something like a pull bull, which I really like. I love this kind of weapons.
Yeah.
And the carnage, man, that looks so brutal. Like it just bounces off the bottom. So amazing. Hold on. Oh. Damn it. No. Okay. So this looks very the Xiao, like he was saying, with the 7 or 8 barrels.
Yeah, that was that shotgun, the 8 barrels, yeah.
Yeah, it looks so nutty. I'm just flabbergasted, man. I don't know what to say. This is not what I expected from all the weapons, you know? Like, man, this is gonna be game of the... like, Ghost of Tsushima can be as good as it is. Like, it's my game of the gen, but this? It's gonna be a whole another league, I guess. Everybody's gonna be in this game for months. Oh my lord. If this is bigger than The Witcher, holy shit, we're gonna have a lot of time on our hands.
Oh, absolutely.
And just melee. Just go melee, like punch a guy. Oh my fucking lord. And then a launch system in your arm? Insane. I'm a little bit
Yeah,
tired
those
as
are
well.
gonna be those are gonna be those types of mods that you get enhanced on your body. I bet you'll be able to carry that in your arm as well as other guns that you normally carry regularly.
Yeah, I guess because you get stronger with your body, because you're
Yeah, you get those
modificated.
implants.
Yeah, if you get those implants, you can move faster, walk faster. Like, oh, this is a true RPG like it needs to be. I'm so hyped.
Yeah, I am too. I think a lot of people have been hyped for the last couple of years since it. I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, it was released on E3. It's a small trailer and been hyped ever since. Not this past year, but last year they gave the hour-long demo that they posted on during E3. That was awesome. But
Oh,
it's
not
been
only that,
the last 3 or 4 years now.
if you go to the gameplay, you see a 5 hours gameplay from different dudes.
Oh yeah, there's a couple breakdowns too that are good that are on YouTube that you can watch that are pretty long that are nice.
Yeah, like Skill Up. Skill Up has an amazing video about that. 5 hours gameplay. He drops down all the different tidbits he found in the 5 hour.
I didn't watch necessarily those ones with the 5 hour gameplays, but I did watch a lot of the ones that congested a lot of the information on them through the videos, per se.
Yeah, that's what Skill Up did as well.
Yeah, I think that might have been the one I watched.
Yeah, he's got a really good video in that, so it's really nice to watch that and just wow, I'm so amazed. That was a good idea, Marion. Let's should do a live stream. Holy shit, I don't even know what to say. I'm like flabbergasted. Is a good word?
Oh yeah, that always leaves me in awe every time I watch one of their videos. There's no doubt about that.
I cannot say anything. I'm yeah. I think we're gonna leave. I'm gonna leave it at this, guys. It's just I cannot talk more. Like legendaries, rares, like everything you want in an RPG and more. Holy shit, this game gonna be amazing. I love RPGs. This is my main games I love is RPGs.
Yes, absolutely. Same here, Flamish. That is definitely my favorite as well. I like getting lost in a world that's not mine, and this is one of those games that you're going to be able to do that.
Yeah, for sure. You're gonna be able to do that for sure in this one.
You know, like The Witcher, Skyrim, Fallout. Not necessarily 4 I got lost in, but like 3. I just completely got lost and immersed in the world. Can't wait.
No, me too. Can't wait either.
Now, are they going to have another episode? Or is this the last one until release?
Every month.
Every month now? Until release? So
yeah,
have 2 more?
yeah, until release probably. Yeah, they're gonna have more episodes. I mean, last time it was the world, I think. Hold on, let me go back to episode 1.
Yeah, last was the world. That's where they showed everybody what the Outlands looked like. Because nobody knew what the Outer District looked like.
Or I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you've seen it.
Oh yeah, with the dude. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think it was substantial enough back then. There was a lot of just talking.
Yes.
And then with the detective, the detective mode, nobody actually knows what it was about. It was very confusing. Also, in the 5 hour demos that people played, didn't know what was going on in that mode. So we'll have probably explored that ourselves to get the full crux of it. So yeah, basically this is like the whole portion of like the game.
Well, I watched a video that described that detective mode that you're talking about as part of the enhancements of having the inputs put in that you can see through dead people. You can also see through cameras, see video by hiking or by hacking the near link of the person with like a strand of some kind that you shoot at them, or doing it to the box that has the camera feed in it or whatnot.
Okay. That's interesting.
Did you not watch that one?
I have watched this one, yeah. I did watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I don't have anything more to say. Just like I'm gonna enjoy this game when it comes out. Gonna buy the regular edition, not the collector's edition, so.
Yes. I wanted to buy the collector's edition that they had offered, but I was a little late on that one.
Holy shit, dude. Like, just this game.
Should be good. Hopefully, I have anything else about it. We'll do the next one. That was fun.
Yeah, we'll do more. We'll do more with this. Do like this. Yeah, it's.
You gonna play as a female character or a male character?
What do you think?
Female character?
Of course, man. I want to
Yeah,
look at
same,
my
same.
butt. If I look at
Same
my
here.
butt, I want it to be a sexy butt.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
probably
do
gonna
this.
give myself a bulge as well, just to be funny. Just to be funny, you know?
No, I'll be doing the same.
It looks so great, man. This game looks so amazing. Oh, I'm a little bit tired. Damn.
Well, you got a long night ahead of you.
Yeah, I still need to go for Retro Renegades in like an hour, so.
Absolutely. If you guys tune in this one, tune into Retro Renegades afterwards. Starts at
Yes,
7.
go to Supersonic Station's channel, and we'll see you there. Anything you want to say before we go, Infinite?
Nope, that's it. I'm good. Thank you for having me. Have a good night, man.
Okay, guys, as well. I'll see you guys next time. Have a little bit more gameplay while I'm talking. Yeah, same thing. You will find us over there in like 45 minutes. We'll be going live. I'll be singing Spice Girls today because of a bet I lost with Super. So that's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna be on a webcam singing. So yeah, not gonna promote that too much. But yeah, guys, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you all later. And yeah, see you next Sunday, I guess. This Sunday will be a new stream, non-topic. We'll have fun. See you then. Bye-bye.
Later, guys.